Okay, slightly unusual video today. This is a video based on photographs taken on the farm by a professional photographer. There's a chap called Will Reeves who came to the farm, and what he did, he photographed me for the entire day. I've interspersed it with some video clips I've filmed myself of him doing the project, but his basic remit was to try and capture a whole day of my life on the farm. And in fact, he was so dedicated, he actually came and slept in a tent in the garden, a bit chilly, got up with me at 5:30, followed me through the day, took hundreds of photographs, and what he's done is he's boiled them down to a kind of greatest hits, if you like, of 100 that really emphasise my life and my day on the farm. It's an interesting project. It's really interesting to be photographed by someone else rather than doing it yourself, because they see things differently from you. And also his ability to photograph is, you know, he's a high up there, quite a good photographer compared with my snaps that I might put on Facebook. He's got a website, catchphotos.co.uk. You can go and look at his pictures. The whole album is on there. Go and have a look at that, catchphotos.co.uk. I'll put that in a link below here, and also a little end thing at the end of the video. But very interesting, and I'm really pleased with the results. So sit back and enjoy these. I put a bit of music on them. I've interspersed it with a video from him and from me talking about what he's doing. I like the project. I think it was a nice thing to have done, really. So fair play to him for doing it. Let's have a look. Sit back and enjoy it. Catch Photos, the Funky Farmer 100. So Will's photographing me and the cows and things. He's been down with me to get the cows in. Fair play. He's been here since I started. You'll see some of the pictures. I'm going to put the pictures in this video as we go through. But he's quite good. He's doing fly on the wall, which is kind of nice, because you know, rather than me posing for pictures, he said he didn't want that. He wanted pictures that were real and me having a coffee and stuff. So I'm gonna be dropping in pictures as we go through the day. Let's have a look, see if I can spot him. Where is he? Look at him. There he is. So yeah, so I'm carrying on through the day. We'll be interested to see what turns up, what photographs he achieves, because a very different experience doing photography than video. Done a bit of photography myself. As you might know, I had the book published 10 years ago, Year on a Dairy Farm. But that took me a year to do. He's doing it all in one day. So life of a funky farmer in 24 hours or less. Right, anyway, I'm going to crack on. We'll catch up with more pictures in a minute. Okay, so I'm here with photographer Will Reeve, who is following me for the day, and he's been photographing me sometimes this morning, and throughout the day he's going to carry on. But do you know what? This is my chance. Instead of him photographing me, I'm going to turn the camera on him and ask him a few questions about why he's here and what he's hoping to achieve. Right, so Will, hello mate, can you give me I'm going to ask you a few questions. Really, first of all, tell us a little bit about your background in photography, what you've done in the past and things like that.
I used to work for newspapers.
Yeah.
God, that's going back
Was
a
that
long time.
Freelance or was that particularly?
It was for an agency of doing pictures which were in your tabloids and in your broadsheets.
Right.
I then did weddings.
Right. Quite a change.
I then did events, sports. Oh,
Right.
I forgot about the horse racing. Horse racing is what I started off
So
on.
quite a wide range of photography then,
Yeah,
really.
yeah. You have to try everything to know what you want and know what you like. Because, to be honest, I'm not going to say which ones I don't like, but there are some.
Yeah.
Like any job.
Yeah, of course there is. So you've come here today to do a kind of day in my life in photographs.
Yeah.
Now, why did you decide to do that?
Because you've got an interesting life, because your life is very different to the average person. So somebody watching this video, they're either going to be a farmer or they're not.
Yeah.
And there's a vast majority of people who aren't, and they don't know really what is involved, warts and all. It's a phenomenal. What I've seen so far today is more than I would see in a week in a everyday job.
That's really interesting because the thing is, I take for granted what I do, and to me that's the normal. But
Yes.
for everyone else, it's not, is it really?
No, it's certainly not. Most people, I've been working in London for 20 years. They get up, they walk to the tube, they won't say anything to anyone, so they just zone out, get on the tube, go to their office, see the same people every day, do the same thing every day. Your job, you don't know what you're going to be doing tomorrow.
That's
You
true.
don't know what you're going to be doing this afternoon.
That's true. Things change. Apart from the milking, there's so much different things, isn't there?
Yeah.
Are you surprised at the variety of different things I've been doing so far?
Yes.
You know.
And the amount of physical work, the amount of, well, it's stress, but at the same time that there's enjoyment that you're outside, but it's just a variety of characteristics of your job.
And one final question then, what do you think you capture in photography that is different from capturing in video, apart from obviously the moving image, but what do you think you can capture in one particular photograph?
You may need to edit this and fast forward because there's going to be quite a lot here. When you're filming something, it's spelt out for you. So you look at something for 5 minutes and you get a feel more or less of what's happening. In a photograph, you have to try and capture the spirit in one still. I think that it's more artistic. I think that it's very hard to do right. But when you do it right, it's twice as powerful as a video.
It's definitely got impact, isn't it? If you think of photographs, famous photographs. Just randomly, I'm going to chuck this question at you, and I haven't asked you this before. If you could picture, very quickly, could you think of one photograph that has left a big impression on you?
Oh, what? Oh.
Any particular photo, not just one you've taken, but a worldwide one, you've seen maybe in a paper or something.
Well, wall pictures are always very moving. Anything which is, and that's kind of, that's the hierarchy of wall pictures of people who are kind of taking pictures for National Geographic or for newspapers of war. War's not nice, and there's various photographers who basically can't work 12 months of the year because it's very, very stressful. I particularly wouldn't want to do that.
No.
But National Geographic type pictures where it's the environment, it's like what you see on the BBC when you watch David Attenborough. There's the moving pictures. To get those on stills and to get one picture which tells a story, and the picture's got to tell a story. That's phenomenal, and that's like painting a picture. Why do people paint pictures?
True. Thank you, Will. Do you know what? That's a lovely insight. Right, I'm going to ask you some more questions later on. But in the meantime,
if I hold this up, you won't then.
Keep snapping.